Hello guys and welcome back to our channel. If you're tired of wimpy MCs and ready for some romance anime where the main character has real backbone, you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving into the top 10 new romance harem anime with a strong and confident MC. These aren't your typical shy, indecisive heroes. These guys are ready to take charge, stand up for what they believe in, and still find themselves in some pretty funny and romantic situations along the way. So grab your snacks, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's jump right into the list. The Shiunji family children. The affection between a brother and a sister. Love between a man and a woman. That which is most banned is the most obstinate. The Shiunji family's 2 sons and 5 girls sparkle like sparkling gems, each possessing equal parts intelligence and beauty. And, given their affluent father's lineage, how could they not be the talk of the town? Eldest son Arida has spent his life being tossed around by the whims of his colorful sisters, but a little taunting won't deter him from putting his family above all else. But when his youngest sister turns 15, their father exposes a long-hidden mystery about the Shiunji siblings that throws Arida's world off balance. I got a cheat skill in another world. Yuya Tenju has always been the target of hate and contempt from those around him, including his parents. To make matters worse, Yuya's grandfather, the only person who has ever shown him affection, died unexpectedly, leaving him completely alone. Despite many obstacles, Yuya does his best to be kind to those in need, but even the most good-natured people can only take so much abuse. When he approaches his breaking point, a ray of hope arrives in the form of a concealed door in his bathroom. This door grants him two-way entry to an abandoned house in another realm, where he immediately obtains game-like attributes and skills. Furthermore, the mansion originally belonged to a sage, giving Yuya access to incredible weapons, equipment, and crops with astonishing powers. With these unexpected blessings, the once undesirable Yuya may finally attain his full potential and become invincible. The reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world. Despite being the strongest exorcist, Haruyoshi Kuga craved even more power, which led to his death at the hands of those who envied his strength. As he takes his final breath, he casts a magic that permits him to reincarnate and vows to grow more cunning, thinking that his efforts would be valuable in his next life. Haruyoshi is soon resurrected in another planet as Saika Lamprobe, the illegitimate son of a noble family that values magic. His new family, however, generally ignores him because of his pedigree and lack of magic. Nonetheless, the unconcerned Saika uses his previous life experience to gain countless vital allies. As he continues to push the boundaries of his talents, Saika must be mindful of the consequences of his past mistakes and avoid repeating them. The banished former hero lives as he pleases. Alan is deprived of his noble position and banished from the Duchy of Westfeld after being labeled a good-for-nothing due to his low level and lack of a God-given gift. But Alan has a secret. He was a great hero in a previous life, and he's overjoyed at the opportunity to finally live his life as he sees fit. His drama-free life is suddenly disrupted by a frantic encounter with his ex-fiancée. As a former hero with extraordinary powers from his previous life, Alan can't ignore someone in need, no matter how much he wants to. And so begins the new heroic adventure that our prior hero never desired. The 100 girlfriends who really love you. Rentaro Asia has it all: attractiveness, intelligence, athletic ability, and popularity among peers and mentors alike. Unfortunately, none of these attributes benefit Rentaro's romantic life. On the day of his middle school graduation, he gets rejected for the 100th time in a row by a girl he admits he likes. Down on his luck, he visits a matchmaking shrine and hopes to finally meet a sweetheart in high school. When the shrine's god appears in front of him, Rentaro is warned that he would meet a staggering 100 soulmates in high school. Though Rentaro initially dismisses this foretelling, his suspicions are dispelled when, on the first day of school, he meets 2 of these soulmates, Hikari Hanazono and Karain Inda, who both confess to him. Rentaro's life is about to get a lot more eventful, thanks to fated encounters and heartfelt admissions. Am I actually the strongest? A 20-year-old shut-in is unexpectedly taken from his apartment, only to arrive in front of a goddess, who offers him a second shot in life. although she bestows upon him powerful magical skills in this new realm. When he awakens as the newborn Prince Reinhardt, his abilities are only evaluated at level 2. His royal parents abandon him in the woods, believing he is a complete failure. There, the prince, Haruto, meets Flay, a flamethrower who resolves to devote her life to him. Haruto's relative, Gold Zenfis, meets them in the woods and decides to adopt the child. Haruto spends 9 years in the care of the Zenfis family. His mastery of his overpowering barrier magic grows by the day, but Haruto would prefer not use it to help others. He performs magic in secret, preferring to let his family believe he is weak. Haruto's younger sister, Charlotte, discovers his abilities, and with the help of Flay, he defends her and the rest of the Zenfis family from danger. With a shady plan brewing in the kingdom, Haruto just wants to stay home and watch anime, but it appears he will have to utilize his powers to keep the family who took him in safe. The Demon Sword Master of Excalibur Academy. The war against the forces of evil is coming to a conclusion, with the undead King Leonis Death Magnus as the only survivor of the Dark Lords. Leonis buries himself deep underground in order to reincarnate 1,000 years later and recreate his demonic army, knowing he has no chance against his adversaries alone. Everything has changed over the course of a millennium. People no longer remember the epic conflict that resulted in Leonis' fall, and instead face a new threat: horrific creatures known as voids. Magical gadgets have supplanted magic, and people with unique abilities, embodied in weapons known as holy swords, train at the Excalibur Academy to combat the voids. Leonis is reborn as a 10-year-old human boy and meets Roselia Ray Crystalia, a devoted girl who stumbles onto the remnants of his hibernation chamber. Roselia, believing Leonis has amnesia, counsels him and enrolls him in the Excalibur Academy. Leonis still aims to take over the world, but he must first become acquainted with a reality that is vastly different from anything he knows. God's Game We Play. When Leolesia, a dragon god, is mistakenly awakened from her slumber inside a glacier, she demands that this era's best game player be brought before her. After a year of waiting, she meets Faye Theophilus, an apostle, a human who has been gifted a superhuman talent known as an arise, allowing them to fight the gods in games. Faye and Leolesia learn they both enjoy playing games, whether it's with cards or a battle of wits with a god. Declaring that she likes this human, Leolesia allows Faye to name her Leslie, and joins her in the gods' games. Since the gods empowered humanity to challenge them, they have vowed to grant any wish after 10 triumphs. Leslie wishes to reclaim her status as an official god, having previously descended to the human world and lost it. Faye has only one aim in mind: discover the woman who taught him how to play games many years ago. Though Leslie and Faye rapidly demonstrate their abilities as a team, the gods will not allow them to win 10 games in a row. Each game has its own set of criteria and hidden regulations. To attain their goals, the two must work together as a perfect team. Liar Liar. Hiroto Shinohara is a new transfer student at Academy Island, where games decide student standing. The more games won, the more stars a student earns, with 7 stars being the best ranking. On Hiroto's first day, he accidentally offends Sarisa Shiunji, the so-called Empress of Academy Island and granddaughter of the island's chief director. Forced into a game fueled by misunderstandings that he eventually wins, he is forced to lie about his ranking or face expulsion from the school and island. Fortunately, with the assistance of the mysterious company led by Shirayuki Himeji, Hiroto is not alone in his deception. The company will do all in its power to assist him in cheating his way through the game difficulties posed by pupils who wish to defeat him. Though he is a 1-star student, he must fight as if he were a 7-star, overcoming great hurdles in his mission to find a missing girl from his past.